Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's contest in honor of the passing of Henry Aaron. I'm in the middle of a 1959 card and dice replay of the Brooklyn Dodgers season, the season they went all the way, beat the Yankees in the World Series. I didn't know much about the Dodgers, so I did a little research. I knew of the players, of course, but not the nuances of the game and the history behind that fateful year, which was it's been very interesting. Again, it's a season that I'm not that familiar with. It happened before I was born. It's hard to believe, but yeah, it happened before I was born, and it's been fun. I like pitchers hitting. I like the strategy of it all. So it's been a good choice for a replay. We are currently in game 68 of the replay, which took place on Sunday, June 26th, day game, held at County Stadium in Milwaukee. The Brooklyn Dodgers are visiting the Milwaukee Braves. And today's contest pits Russ Meyer is going for the Brooklyn Dodgers, and Bob Buhl is going for the Milwaukee Braves. As I said, card and dice. I have a dice roller that I use for the purpose of playing the game. And the replay Dodgers are 45. Well, I'll tell you specifically here. Here we go. They are 45-22. The actual Dodgers at this point in the season were 49-17. So we're a little bit behind as far as where the schedule or the actual team was. I guess we can attribute to Billy Lowe's, though his ERA has been okay, it's under 4. He has not had the best luck at the in the winning of the ball games. Lowe's is currently 4-6. ERA sets at 3.58. He's lost some tough ones. On the other hand, Don Newcomb, who is now 12-1, ERA is at 2.71. So he's having, that's a Newcomb type of year. He has had enormous run support. Last 3 games, for example, 18 runs, 12 runs, and this past one, which was yesterday's game in the lay of this season. The Dodgers won 7-3, and Nuke only gave up 4 hits but 3 runs, and again supported by 7 runs, and they were up by 7 after 4 innings. So he hasn't had to work very hard for that. Russ Meyer is a spot starter for the Dodgers. He made 11 starts throughout the year. This in the replay is his. Where are you, Russ? It's his 8th start. So we got a couple right-handers going. I'll go over the lineups. We'll do the national anthem, and then I'll get started. For the visiting Brooklyn Dodgers, batting leadoff and playing second base, Junior Gilliam. Batting second, playing shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. Batting third and playing center field, Duke Schneider. Batting cleanup today, Jackie Robinson, playing third base. Roy Campanella is out with an injury. It looks like he's out for quite some time as I looked at Sims Baseball. Baseball Sims Research. Check it out if you're a gamer. Gives you actual rosters, lineups. It's a great source. And, for a small donation, you get quite a bit of information. Batting fifth, playing left field, Sandy Amorous. Batting sixth, playing first base, Gil Hodges. Batting seventh, and playing right field, Carl Furillo. And Carl Furillo in the replay, though he's been batting, he's either the 7th or 8th batter in the lineup. Rarely has he been above that. Furillo has, this is as of 65 games, so the last 2 games against the Braves are not listed here, but he has 65 RBIs in those 65 games. So he has been an animal. Batting average at 336. He's smashed 16 home runs. Rube Walker is catching in place of Campy. And then the pitcher, Russ Meyer, right-hander. Current record 3-1. What is his ERA in the replay? And his ERA is 3.98. For the hometown Milwaukee Braves, Boston Braves before, now Milwaukee, soon to be Atlanta. Billy Burton, playing center field, left-handed center fielder. Batting second, shortstop Johnny Logan. Batting third, Hall of Famer Eddie Matthews, playing third base. Hank Aaron, batting cleanup, playing right. Bobby Thompson, playing left field, fifth slot in the lineup. Batting sixth, first baseman Joe Adcock. Batting seventh, the second baseman Danny O'Connell. Seventh. Batting eighth, the catcher Del Crandall, and then the pitcher Bob Buhl. So, if you would please remove your caps, join in the singing of our national anthem. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, safe is that star-spangled banner yet waving o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, let's play ball. Fire up the dice roller here. Dice roller is 7 pixels, available in the App Store, free of charge. Just download it. Very malleable. You can make the dice whatever color you want. You can do multiple dice. Just what I was looking for. I like to play at 5 a.m. and rattle a dice in the family. Don't necessarily go together. So this has been a way for me to keep playing at 5 a.m. Gilliam's in the box. Buhl is finished with his warm-ups. Gilliam switch hitter batting left-handed against the right-hander Buhl. And we are underway here at County Stadium in Milwaukee. Again, Sunday, June 26, 1955. 2-8 is the roll, which is a ground ball base hit into right field. Gilliam went and hit a ball between Adcock and O'Connell, and into right field it goes. Henry's got it, throws it at second base. Gilliam makes the turn. Man on, nobody out. Buhl is a 0 for hold. Crandall is a -2 for throwing, which would put Gilliam a 1 to 11 safe stealing possibility. We're not going to try to steal, but we are going to try to hit and run. So 6 is the result. Ground ball to second base. The runner advances, so he hits behind Gilliam as he goes from first base. Gilliam takes second base. Reaches out. O'Connell over to Adcock, and there's one away. Duke Schneider, the batter now. First base is open. Schneider, left-hander against the right-hander Buhl. Buhl working from the stretch, kicks and deals. Fly ball, center field. Center fielder Bruton comes in, medium depth, makes the catch. Gilliam tags but stays. There are 2 down. Jackie Robinson batting cleanup. Man in scoring position at second base. Buhl again working from the stretch. Checks on a runner. Deals to Jackie. Right-hander versus right-hander. 4-5. Strikeout swinging. So they blew that one right past Jackie. And down go the Dodgers in the first. They leave 1. Bear with me while I do a little bookkeeping here. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Billy Burton became a Tiger after his days with the Braves. He's the leadoff man today. A stealer, decent bat, got some power in that bat. Meyer, Had a good outing his last time. He won his last outing. Went 7 innings plus. Gave up just a single run. So he can do it. Let's see how he does today. 1-7 as a result, which is a strikeout swinging on Britton's card. So he gets him with a curveball down and away. Billy couldn't make contact. There's one down. Around the diamond they go with the ball. Johnny Logan digs into the batter's box. Right-handed swinging shortstop. He is a high in the 1 and high in the 2 column hitter. We're in the 2 column. 2-9 as a result, which is a bounce to shortstop. Little 3 hopper out to Pee Wee. Over to Hodges, and there's 2 down. 2 up and 2 down. Eddie Matthews now the batter. Left-handed power hitter. Aaron on deck. 3-7 as a result, which is a ballpark fly ball to right field B. Got a left-handed swinger, and Milwaukee's County Stadium must have been like a cavern because it's only home run 1, and then it's a fly ball the rest of the way. Let's see what we get. The split is an 8. So deep fly to right. Sent Ferrillo back to the fence, but he made the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Meyer. No score in the first. Just hit short. On to the top of the second we go. C&D Advance is the leadoff hitter. Left-hander. Kick and deal by Buhl. 4-2 is the result, which against the left-hander is a base hit to left field. So he slapped that one the opposite way. Rolled it between Logan and Matthews, and into left field we go. We got the leadoff man on. Amorous is also a B stealer. Hodges is the batter. We're not putting on a play. We're just going to let him swing. Gill, big right-hander. From the stretch, the pitch. 3-10 as a result was the ground ball to Logan. Logan's got it. Flips it to O'Connor for 1. Over to Adcock for 2. 2 for the price of 1. A double play. The Braves twist one up, and just like that, there are 2 down. 2 out, nobody on. Carl Ferrillo, the batter. I explained earlier the type of season that he's having. He is a solid 3 column hitter and high in the 2 column as well. So nice balanced card from Strat against the right-hander. 6-7 as a result, which is a walk on Buhl's card. Pitched a little gingerly around the big slugging right-hander. That brings up Rube Walker. Walker's been on a tear since he took over for Campy. Not filling the shoes all the way, but he's doing pretty damn good. Left-hander against the right-hander Buhl. Again from the stretch. 1-9 is the result, which is a home run 1 through 2, a double the rest of the way. As you can see, the split is a 6. So that is a double into right field. Aaron has it. Ferrillo, 13 is his running rating. He's 15 with 2 out. Go back to 13 because Aaron's got a +1 arm, or -2 arm. We're going to see if he scores here. And he is safe at the plate. Cutoff is made out at second base. RBI double for Walker. And just like that, the Dodgers are up 1-0. Russ Meyer, the batter, he's a switch hitter, a 1W. So the reason there's a DH is 1Ws. 5-8 is the result, which is a bounce to second base. 4 is the split. The second baseman O'Connor is a 3, so picture in your mind's eye, that's a little dribbler out toward second base that Meyer, the pitcher, legs out an infield hit. Walker takes third on the play. So now first and third, there are 2 out, a run in, and the batter is Gilliam. Gilliam singled to right his first time up. Batting left-handed from the stretch, runners on first and third. 4-5 is the result, which is a strikeout swinging. So Buhl reached back for a little extra on Gilliam and retired the side. Excuse me, 1 out, 1 run, 3 hits. There are no errors, and they left 2 on base. Outs were made at 2, 3, 4. Assists at 4 and 6. To the bottom of the second we go. The Dodgers are up 1-0. Again, an RBI for Rube Walker in that case. Double scored for Rillo. Henry Aaron steps to the plate. Hank in 1955 at 21 years old. .314 batting average, 27 homers, 106 RBIs. Struck out very little, 61 strikeouts in those 602 at-bats, official at-bats. Walked 50 times, so balanced there. On-base percentage of .369. He's the guy you want on your team. Right-hander versus right-hander. Meyer working with a 1-run lead. 6-8 is the result, which is a fly ball center field. Fairly deep. Schneider going back. He's got room now. Makes the catch, and there's one away. Bobby Thompson, the batter. Right-handed. Swinging left fielder. Russ Meyer from the full windup. Kicks and deals. Strikes him out. Breezes one by him under the hands. Thompson grabs a little pine or two away. 2 up and 2 down. Joe Adcock, the batter. Big right-hander. From full windup, Meyer kicks and deals. Ground ball through the wickets and on into center field. A base hit to center field. Adcock rounds the bag as Schneider throws the ball into the shortstop. Reese. 2 out, a man on. Danny O'Connell is the batter. From the stretch. 2-8 is the result, which is a hard smash to shortstop. Reese steps in front of it, flips it over to his Keystone mate Junior Gilliam, and the side retires. There's a hit. They left him on the base. After 2, we've got a 1-0 ball game, Dodgers. In the 1955 season, this series in Milwaukee, which Milwaukee won the first game, Dodgers took the second game, so we're on the rubber game of the match between the two teams. Young Sandy Koufax joined the team, and young Tom Lasorda was sent down. So that's one of the things I like about having played this season, is seeing where the gentlemen in baseball, the coaches, the managers, etc., all came from. We go to the top of the third. Pee Wee Reese, the shortstop, is leading off. Bounced the second the first time up. Little hit and run action there. 3-5 is the result, which is a line shot base hit into right field. Smoked one over the second baseman's head. Aaron fires it into the shortstop. Logan. Nobody out. Leadoff man is on. Duke Schneider, the batter. A solid 1-column hitter for power. 5-4 is the result, which is a catch X. Split is a 7, which I think 7 is on the split. X for catchers is out, 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 unless you're a 5. Yep, he pops it up. Pop up right at the plate. Crandall loses the mask, makes the catch, 1 away. Jackie Robinson, the batter. Jackie struck out his first time up. Reese taking a short lead over at first, held pretty close by Buhl. 3-7 as a result, which is a ground ball base hit into center field. Jackie grounded one up the middle. Reese will take the turn, but return to second base. First and second now, 1 out, and Sandy Ambrose is the batter. Left-handed bat in the lineup. He and Walker are the left-handers. Snyder as well. And then you have Gilliam as a switch hitter. There are 2 men on, first and second. Jackie Robinson at first, Pee Wee Reese at second, Sandy Ambrose at the plate, and there's 1 down. We got a split of 1. We got to see if we had a wild pitch prior to that hit. And that's a big no, because we need to have a 1 for Buhl to have thrown a wild pitch. Ambrose the batter. From the stretch. Buhl kicks and deals. 6-9 as a result, which is a ball 4, low and outside. And Sandy tosses the bat away. Trots down to first base. Everybody moves up 1. Bases are now loaded for Gil Hodges. Little confab at the mound. They're going to go with the corners in. With the bases loaded, Pee Wee, of course, is going to be going. On contact. 1 out. Bases loaded. Corners in. Bob Buhl. Full windup. Hits a fly ball center field. The split is a 1. So a little excitement's going to occur here. Let's see if we get a wild pitch first. No wild pitch. Billy Bruton is a 1 in center field. So picture in your mind's eye, that ball is smoked off the bat. Bruton is off on a dead run, dives, makes the catch. Big run-saving catch. Runs saving. Because after the catch, it simply turns into a sac fly. Home comes Reese. Everybody else holds their base. The Dodgers pick up another run. But what a play out in center field by Bruton to hold that to just 1 run coming across the plate. So we've got runners at first and second, now 2 out. And Carl Furillo, the batter. Big RBI guy, as I pointed out earlier, 65 in 65 games. Let's see what happens here. Short fly ball to right. Little nubber out there. Aaron coming in toward the line. Makes the catch. And the side is out. They get a run on 2 hits. No errors. There were 2 left. Outs were recorded in right, center, and at the catcher. I'm going to make that so I can read it. We are now 2.5 into the game. The Dodgers are up 2-0. Excuse me while I get a drink. Hopefully you're enjoying a little beverage today. The Tampa Bay Bucks and the Green Bay Packers are playing right now. Pack was going up by a touchdown last time I saw it. I've got that recorded because this is what I wanted to be doing this afternoon. Del Crandall, the batter. 8th batter in the lineup. Crandall, the right-hander, against Russ Meyer, the right-hander. 5-8 is the result. Ground ball, second base X. The split is a 16, which makes it a ground ball C. So picture in your mind's eye, this is how I play it. If the split is above 10, I consider it to have been a chop. So he chops that ball to second base. Gilliam has to wait for it, throws across the diamond to Hodges, 1 away. If the split is below 10, it's considered a tap, and then he's charging in to make the play. Bob Buhl is the batter. Probably should have Meyer the pitcher too, not switch them out. Buhl is a 1 WR as well. 210 on the batter's card. The only thing, we got a foul ball to the screen. Meyer winds and deals again. 6-10 is the result, which is a short fly to center field. Duke was already in to begin with. Makes the catch coming in toward the infield. 2 up, 2 down for the Braves. Billy Bruton is the batter. Struck out swinging first time up. Made a great play in center field to save some runs in the last inning. 2-6 is the result, which is a ground ball to right field base hit. So he hit that between Hodges and Gilliam, and then to right field it goes. Furillo fires it into second base. Down by 2. I think we have a plus for our friend Walker. Yep, so he's a 1-16 chance. I like to run, so he's going to run. 17-20 he's out, and 18 is the roll. So he's caught stealing. Logan, a right-hander up, means the second baseman covered. Caught stealing, Bruton. And that will end the inning. That hit with nobody left. We got 3 in the books. Out at first, out at second, out in center field. Assists by the catcher Walker. Gunned down his man. And Walker, as fate would have it, will be the leadoff batter at the top of the 4th. Dodgers lead 2-0 after 3. Walker drove in one of those runs with a double back in the second. Buhl from a full windup. Walker in the left-handed batter's box. Here comes the roll 6-5, which was a home run and home run, which he has end power 1 through 4. Excuse me, fly out to right the rest of the way. 12 is the split, so he hit him to the fence, but no further. Aaron hauls that one in, right on a warning track, and there's 1 away. Switch hitter Meyer, a left-hander, at the plate. He singled last time, infield hit. 4-5 is the result. Strike 3 swinging. 3 pitches. Put Meyer back on the bench. Buhl wasn't going to mess around with him this time. Jim Gilliam, the batter. 1 for 2. Single and a strikeout. 2-6 is the roll, which is a bounce to shortstop. Logan's got it. Adcock's got it now. And 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. Outs recorded at catcher, first baseman, and right. An assist to the shortstop, Logan. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers lead 2-0. As I said, Meyer had a good outing his last time out. And thus far, he's had 3 innings of work, a couple of hits, no real threats. Logan, the batter, he bounced to short last time. 6-8, which is a fly ball center field deep. Again, Schneider's going back, hauls that one in, 1 down. Eddie Matthews, the batter, outfield's around the left, as is the infield. Russ Meyer kicks and deals. He flew up to the fence last time. 3-6, which is a home run, 1-16. We don't need to read the rest of it because the split's an 8. Eddie Matthews caught up with that fastball and deposited it well into the left field stands. 3. 1 and 2 is to right. 3 is to left. 4, 5, and 6 are to center. As far as the hits roll, is how I've been doing this. So not everything goes to center field. So picture in your mind's eye that Matthews went the other way with that one, but hit it a long way. Parked it in the seats out there in left center, and we got a 2-1 ball game. Hank Aaron, the batter. Fly to center first time up. Henry stands at the plate. 6-8 is the result, which again is another fly ball deep to center field. Schneider was playing back there, but he's still going back. Makes the catch reaching up. There 2 down. Hank gave it a ride, but Snyder's tracked it down. Bobby Thompson, the batter, he struck out the first time. There are 2 out, nobody on. 6-8. Well, we know what that is. Fly ball center field. Deep once again. Schneider hauls it in, and the side retires. But they get 1. On the home run by Matthews. All the putouts by Duke Schneider in center field. We go to the top of the 5th. We've got a 2-1 ball game. Dodgers are up. So young Sandy is in the bullpen. He will make a start soon in a doubleheader, which I'll check the schedule and see when that start actually is. So Pee Wee Reese is the batter, top of the 5th. We've got a 2-1 ball game. Reese leading off. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored last time up. 4-7, which is a fly ball center field deep. Bruton this time runs back. Oh, he's got room and makes the catch. There's 1 down. He hit it a long way, but it's a long way out there. Duke Schneider, the batter, he's 0 for 2. 5-5 as a result. He was respecting his bat just a little too much and walked him. Got a little too fine and put Schneider on. Duke is a decent runner, 1-15 for his running abilities. Excuse me. Jackie's at the plate. There's 1 out, 1 on. No play from the plate on, just swinging away. And Jackie takes ball 4 on a 3-2 pitch. He worked the count. Didn't bite on that fastball just outside. And there are now 2 men on and 1 out. Dodgers threaten again here in the top of the 5th. No action yet in the bullpen out there for the Braves. Buhl taking his time on the mound. Crandall went out, saw it calm him down a little bit. Maybe tell him to throw some strikes. Ambrose, the batter. Ambrose was 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. 5-8 is the result. Ground ball, second base X. O'Connell is a 3. That is a ground ball C. So picture in your mind's eye. That's a chop to second base. Everybody's off. So the carousel turns. Ambrose is out at first, second to first, and the runners are now on second and third. Hodges the batter. We've got Ferrillo in the hole. 2 out. Little confab on the mound, deciding whether they're going to walk Hodges to get to Ferrillo. Ferrillo's got, as I said, quite a few RBIs, so they elect they're going to go with Hodges, or after Hodges. Buhl back on the mound. He's going from a full windup with runners on second and third. He winds and deals. 4-6 is the result, which is a tapper down to third base. Matthews comes in, fires across to Adcock, and that inning is over. Gets his man by a step. They didn't get any runs. They left 2. A couple outs at first. The fly ball to center field. Let's put an assist on for Matthews and O'Connell. We move to the bottom of the 5th. We got a 2-1 ball game. Dodgers are up. Meyer point of weakness inning is the 6th. So he's a short reliever. We don't have Clem Labine available because he's starting soon. So the bullpen is currently comprised of Spooner, Koufax, Roebuck, Hughes. I think that's it because we got the other guys in there. Oh yeah, Billy Lowe's. Billy Lowe's is out there. He's not starting, so he's sitting on the bench coming in relief. Adcock is the batter. We got a 2-1 ball game. Meyer kicks and deals 3-8 as a result, which is a strike 3 swinging. Got him on a changeup. Adcock's failing at the air, and there's 1 down. Danny O'Connell, the batter. O'Connell is 0 for 1. Bounced into a force out last time. 4-4, which is in the catch. X9 is going to put it in the split. And Walker's split is a 4. So let's see what that brings. 5, so it's low. He does get that no error chop out in front of the plate. Walker's on it like a dog on a pork chop, fires it down to Gil Hodges, and there's 2 down. So Walker having a good day behind the plate, throwing a runner out, made a nice play on that little tapper out in front of the plate. There are 2 up and 2 down. Del Crandall is the batter, the catcher for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. 5-3 is the result, which is fly ball left field. Left fielder is a 3. Amoros is a 3. 4 is going to yield a hit, and for sure, that is a bloop double. So picture in your mind's eye, a little flare out to left field. Amoros couldn't get to it. It bounces, kicks left. By the time he collects it, even the catcher can make it to second base. So we've got a man on second base. There are 2 out. Pitcher spot is up. They're not going to take him out. They're going to let him swing. 2 out. They got the man in scoring position, so a hit potentially could score him. 4-7 is the result, which is a line shot. Excuse me. A little bit of poetic justice there as he drives a base hit into left center field and ties this ball game. So weak hitting pitcher Buhl undoes the strategies and he knocks in the run that ties the game. Who needs a DH? Billy Bruton, the batter. Buhl standing very close to second base. He's got a little jacket on over there. Though it's June 6th in the day, it's a little cool here in Milwaukee. 3-9 is a strikeout swinging. He gets Bruton swinging again, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits. They left a man. After 5 complete, we are tied at 2. Assist at 2. On to the top of the 6th we go. Top of the 6th will bring up the 7th, 8th, and 9th batters for the Dodgers. Furillo, Walker, and Meyer. Furillo 0 for 1, walked and scored, and then flew to right. 4-11, which is a bounce to shortstop. Logan's got it. Over to Adcock, and there's 1 away. Rube Walker, the batter. Double on a fly out to deep right field thus far. 2-4 yields a ground ball to second base. O'Connell on it. Over to Adcock, there's 2 down. Russ Meyer entering his point of weakness inning. Though pitching a pretty good ball game, will stay in and he will bat. He's a switch hitter batting left-handed against the right-hander Buhl. He hopes to return the favor, but in this case, he does not. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. He's out. He's out. So, after 5.5, no runs, no hits, no errors, nothing left for the Dodgers in the top of the 6th. Outs are made at the catcher. third base, or first base, assist at 4, assist at 6. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Tie ball game. Logan, Matthews, and Aaron are due up for the Braves. So if you're a Braves fan, this looks like a promising inning. Bottom of the 6th, tie score. Johnny Logan leading off against Russ Meyer. Meyer full windup, of course. Hits the man. Tried to back him off. Send a little message, but nips him on the shoulder and to first base. Logan goes. Hit by a pitch for Logan, or Logan is hit by a pitch by Russ Meyer. Down to first he goes. Eddie Matthews now the batter. We have nobody out. Leadoff man is on by a hit by pitch. Matthews is the batter. He is 1 for 2. Hammered a home run to deep left field last time up. Bullpen's up for the Dodgers now. We got Roebuck and Spooner going out there. 2-9 is the result, which is a strikeout swinging. So he got a little retribution against Eddie. Eddie was a little anxious trying to get that one over the fence. Strikes out swinging, and there's one down. Hank Aaron, the batter. Rest in peace, young Hank. 21-year-old Hank Aaron in 1955 at the bat. He hits a ground ball to shortstop. Taylor made double play. Over to Gilliam for 1. On to Hodges for 2. Double play. And the Braves are out at the bottom of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. There's nobody left. Outs are recorded at 2, 3, 4. Assists at 4 and 6. We move on to the top of the 7th. We are tied at 2. As I said at the outset, this game took place on Sunday, June 26, 1955. In the actual game that occurred, the Braves prevailed 4-0. They bested the Dodgers. Buhl went the entire distance. Meyer didn't last beyond 4, so he didn't yield a run. Roebuck ended up taking the loss. They scored their first run in the 6th after he was out of there. Then put 3 up in the bottom of the 8th to make it a 4-0 ball game. It was a 1-0 game until then. So the Dodgers start off with the leadoff batter, Jim Gilliam, top of the order, top of the 7th. We've got a tie ball game. They want some runners. Buhl wants to keep them off the bases. Let's see who prevails. 6-11 against the left-hander. Fly ball left field deep. Back goes Thompson. Makes the catch at the track. 1 down. Gilliam went the opposite way, swinging left-handed against the right-handed pitcher. And Thompson reeled him in out there. Reese is 1 for 3, single and a run scored thus far. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. 2-12 is the result, which is a hot shot to shortstop. Logan steps in front of it. Plenty of time over to Adcock, and they're 2 away. 2 up and 2 down. Duke Schneider the batter now. Duke is 0 for 2. He had a walk in his 3 appearances. Got the 3rd out on that walk, but did not score. Top of the 7th, 2 out, nobody on. 1 column hitter. 3-6 is the result, which is a strikeout swinging. So he gets the big Duke on a strikeout. Buhl has a great 7th inning. That's his point of weakness inning. On to the bottom of the 2nd, home half of the 7th we go. We've got a tie ball game. And here at the 7th inning stretch, not sure how old Harry would have been right then, but let's join Harry Carey in taking it out to the ball game after we get past the ad here.
85+ live channels with no hidden fees. YouTube TV. Try it free.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root, root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Thanks, Harry. Thanks for the memories. And thank you, Henry, for the memories. 1974, I was 16 years old. And as that game got ready, this was one of the rare events that I got to watch a ball game on the home television set, because history was in the making. And we had a propane tank, one of the ground propane, they call it a pig. And so it's barrel shaped, it's rounded. And it was ideal for pitching against with a rubber ball or a tennis ball. If you hit it above the equator, it became a fly ball. If you hit it below the equator, it became a ground ball. If you hit it straight on, it became a line shot, which those became the hits. So if you had to try to miss that center section, but you had to keep it fairly low to keep the ball to get to you, or fairly high on the bottom in order for the ball to get to you. So it was a good way to pass some time. So I spent the afternoon doing that after school, and then went in and watched history being made. Hank Aaron hits number 715. So 13, one swing of the bat. The Reds kept walking him. 14, he one swing of the bat, didn't foul anything off, didn't miss anything. So ends the year. So you have an entire year that he and the Babe are tied. And the question, of course, is how soon is he going to pull this off? How soon is this going to happen? And so he does it in front of the hometown fans. Tom House is the pitcher in the bullpen that catches the ball, runs it in, hands it to Henry, and says, "Here you go, mister. Congratulations." Good stuff. Thanks for the memories, Hank Aaron. Bobby Thompson, the batter. Right-hander versus right-hander. Meyer is now turning into a pumpkin zone. He is in a point past his point of weakness. I play he can go 2 more if he doesn't meet or face too many batters. At this time, he's only faced 22, so he's low in his pitch count. 1-4 is the result, which is a tapper to second base. As you can see, it's a 1, so this is a bang-bang play. You see this in your mind's eye. Gilliam comes in, throws as he falls. Thompson, running full bore, trying to be safe, ends up injuring himself. 1-4 is a ground ball, second base, C plus injury. So Thompson's pulled a hammy. He's putzing around behind first base. Trainer comes out, hauls him off. We're going to need a new left fielder. Chuck Tanner's going to fill his shoes. Later to be traded for a player as a manager, Chuck Tanner. 7480 are his numbers. So Tanner will come in and play left field for the Braves. That ends the day for Bobby Thompson. He's 0 for 3. A strikeout. He made one catch out there in left field. 1 down, Joe Adcock the batter. Russ Meyer, full windup, kicks and deals. Adcock hits a hard smash to short. Pee-wee's got it. Plenty of time over to the first baseman Hodges, and they're 2 down. 2 up and 2 down. Meyer's cruising. Danny O'Connell is the batter, so we're going into the low spots in the lineup as well. Danny O'Connell, the batter. 5-4 is a fly ball center field X. Snyder is also a 1 out there. 7 is a fly ball C. So it's a can of corn, just a little blooper out there in center field. And less gifted center fielders don't get to it, but Schneider does. He makes the catch, waist high, coming in toward the field, or the infield. Side retires. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. End of the home half 7th. We're still tied at 2. And on to the top of the 8th we go. Jackie Robinson will lead off for the Dodgers. He's batting cleanup today. Campy, as I said, he's typically the cleanup hitter. Walt Alston, the manager for the 55 Dodgers. I mean, it was the same lineup most all the time. You had Gilliam, Reese, Snyder, Campy, Amorous, which I didn't quite understand. Amorous, he wasn't that great a player that year. But, you know, early numbers as I looked at Baseball Reference, he was doing okay, but not as good as Ferrillo. But here he is, hitting fifth. Sixth was Hodges. Seventh was Jackie. Ferrillo was eighth in the lineup. And then the pitcher spot, of course. So Jackie, who's 1 for 2, single and a walk in his appearances today at the plate. Bob Buhl working his 8th inning of work, tied at 2. Buhl's allowed 6 hits thus far, nothing since the 3rd. 1-7, he walks Jackie. Jackie, a patient man at the plate, takes ball 4 outside, and he is on base. Sandy Amorous is the batter. He's a C as far as hit and run. We need to get this. We don't want to hit a double play here, so we're going to go with a hit and run C and see what happens. 7, so he misses the pitch. We're going to see if Jackie gets pitched out at second base, and he just makes it. Wow. Buhl is a 0 for the hold. Jackie's a B stealer. So if we had replay, they'd be replaying this thing from every angle. But second baseman umpire called him safe, and that's what matters. So Jackie steals second base on a failed hit and run. Amorous is still at the plate. We've got a runner at second base, the lead run at second base with nobody out. Amorous is not a good bunter, so we're going to have him hit away. He's a left-hander, so maybe he can get something over to the right side. 4-4 is the result, which is a fly ball to right field. He got it a little high out into the right field section. Aaron hustling in, makes the catch. Jackie, nowhere to go. Short bluff like he's going to run, draws the throw that's behind him. He barely gets back to second base. 1 out. Jackie's on second base. Hodges is the batter. Bullpen is up. Let's see who we've got going for the hometown Braves right now. They've had to use quite a few in the bullpen in that first game. It was a 1-1 game until the 8th, when the Braves scored 8 runs in the 8th. They go up 9-1. The Dodgers put up 4 in the top of the 9th and have the bases loaded with Hodges at the plate before the 3rd out is recorded. So 1-1 game became quickly a 9-6 game, but could have been worse, or a 9-5 game. So we've got Chet Nichols and Ray Crone up in the bullpen. Buhl rubbing the ball. Crandall down, giving the signal. Hodges is the batter. Buhl from the stretch hits a fly ball center field. The split is 1-2 for a double. Fly ball center field the rest of the way, so picture in your mind's eye. Bruton's on the run, but not too badly since the split's a 20. He reaches up and makes the catch. 2 down. Ferrillo is the batter. The RBI guy for the Dodgers this year. Let's see how he does here in this situation. 4-4 is the result against a right-hander, which is a soft fly to center field. No balk opportunity, so a little can of corn out to center field. Bruton comes in and makes that catch as well. Covering a lot of ground out there. So Jackie gets to second base, but he's stranded there. We move to the bottom of the 8th, still a 2-2 ball game. Pitcher spot is second in this next inning. Meyer is now in his last inning before he automatically goes to point of weakness. He is yet to throw. I calculate that 3 times through the lineup should equate to a roughly a 90 to 100 count pitch, depending upon how many walks, that type of thing. I don't think he's had a walk. He has had 5 strikeouts, so you throw a few more pitches and perhaps that strikeout at bat, but I think he's doing pretty well as his pitching count goes. Del Crandall, the catcher, batting right-handed, is the batter, leading off here in the bottom of the 8th. 3-7 is a shot to short in the hole. Reese has got it. Cross the diamond, plenty of time for to get Del Crandall, and there's 1 down. Pitcher spot is up. Buhl is being pinch hit for, so he is coming out of the game. And we will send to the plate George Crow. Left-handed swinging first baseman, a little bit of power. Not much of a runner, but decent bat at the plate. So Crow will come on to bat for the Braves. Book is done on Buhl. He was 1 for 2 with an RBI. In the field, he didn't have any chances. Crow is the batter. Left-hander against Meyer. Bullpen is up. Pretty short leash for Meyer in this case. 2-12 is the result, which is a pop to second base. So he hits it over to the right side. Gilliam calling for it. He makes the catch out on the skin of the outfield grass, and there are 2 down. Meyer has put together 2 back-to-back outings that have been very good. So he's got 2 down now. Top of the order, Billy Bruton is the batter. Again, the bullpen's firing out there. We got Spooner and Roebuck up throwing now. 3-10, which is a bounce to first. Hodges fields it, steps on the bag in front of the runner. 1-2-3 inning here in the 8th. Outs are recorded at first base twice and once at second. Assist to the shortstop, Reese. Logan will lead off the bottom of the 9th as we move to the top of the 9th. We're going to need a pitcher. And it looks like it's going to be Ray Crone. Yep, Ray Crone. He was in yesterday's game as well. Ray Crone comes on. We've got a book closed on Buhl, as we said, so let's do a little math here. He pitched 8 innings, gave up 6 hits, nothing since the 4th. Allowed 2 runs. Both of those were earned. He was a bit wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks in those 8 innings pitched. He struck out 5. He didn't hit anybody. No wild pitches. Benefited from a single double play. Kept the ball in the park, so no home runs allowed. And he faced 34 batters to get 24 outs. The delta then is 10. He allowed 11 runners with a double play. Book matches on to the top of the 9th we go. Rube Walker is the batter. Looks like Don Zimmer is up on the steps. Frank Kellert is there as well. Let's see who's going to pinch hit for Meyer here. Rube Walker is the batter. 2-5, and Walker delivers a leadoff base hit to center field. Ground ball between second and shortstop in this case. Walker is on base. And now we see why Zim was up there. He's going to come in and run. Don Zimmer becomes the pinch runner. Frank Kellert will become the pinch hitter. And the catcher will be Dixie Howell. Dixie's getting his glove and trotting in from the bullpen. He's been out there warming up the pitchers. So Zim comes on to run. Pinch runner. We'll put Howell in the game because he will appear. 2, 3, 6 plus 2. Frank Kellert. Kellert got some decent playing time when Ferrillo went down with an injury. He took over at first base while Hodges went out and played left field and right field. He had a great card that year. Kellert did. I should say, what did I do with him here? Here we go. I put him away. Come on back. So, in 1955, Frank Kellert hit .325, 80 at-bats, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 4 homers in those 80 at-bats. Knocked in 20 runs, so 1 out of every 4 at-bats he had an RBI. On-base percentage was nearly .400 at .393. So a nice solid bench player and a solid pinch hitter, which in this case we need if you're a Dodger fan. So we got Zim on. I don't think Zim's got... Yeah, he's a C, but we have a full +5 with Crone as a +4. He's got a horrible move. I like the chances. So he now is +5, so 1 to 16. And he gets caught and nipped at second base. What a throw by the catcher, Del Crandall. The second baseman covers. Zim gets thrown out at second base. Costs them their leadoff runner. Frank Kellert now the batter. So they gambled and failed. Kellert now with 1 down. Ray Crone is the pitcher. Right-hander versus right-hander. 1-7 is the result, which is a ground ball base hit into right field. So he hit that between the first and second baseman and on into right. Aaron fires the ball into second base. Kellert is on base. And it looks like Don Houck is coming out to run. So Don Houck will come out to run for Kellert, who pinch hit for, in this case, it was Russ Meyer. Better get him out of there so I don't reuse him. So Meyer went 8 innings. And a good 8 innings at that. Better finish the book on Meyer here first of all. He's 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts. And he did not handle a chance in the field. Walker, who came out of the game, was 2 for 4 with an RBI. No strikeouts. As the catcher, he had 5 putouts and 2 assists. Threw a man out and then had that chop in front of the plate. Kellert is out of the game. Don Hope comes in the pinch run. We'll see what we do with the if Hope stays in the game here. So Gilliam is the batter. We've got a man on first with 1 out. That split was also a 1, so no wild pitch. 4-7 is the result, which is a single 2 stars against the left-hander. So split is a 4, so that's a line shot into left center field. Center fielder Bruton cuts the ball off in the gap. The pinch runner Hope goes all the way around the third. First and third now, 1 out. Pee Wee Reese the batter. That caught stealing is looming large. Infield is coming in. Hope has the green light to go on contact at third base. Crone is the batter, or the pitcher. Reese is the batter. We got Schneider on deck with 1 out. Double play back to the mound. 6-7, which is a bounce to second base. 6 is the split, which puts it, he gets the force at first with the infield in. The man on first, Gilliam, takes second. Hook is now holds at third on the bounce to second base. Luke Schneider is the batter with first base open. They're going to elect to walk the Duke. They're going to face Jackie, right-hander versus right-hander. Jackie's 1 for 2 with a pair of walks thus far. So risky move perhaps, but Crone's he's a pretty good control pitcher, so, and a strikeout pitcher. We'll see how this goes. So we've now loaded the bases. Dodgers have loaded the bases top of the ninth. Have 3 singles and a walk. No run to show for it, as they had a caught stealing in there as well. Bases loaded, 2 down. Jackie Robinson the batter. 3-column hitter. 1-6 is the result, which that strategy backfires. That's a big walk with the bases loaded, and the lead run will come across. Pinch runner Hook comes across. RBI for Robinson, excuse me. If we'd left Snyder in there, though, that 1-6 would have been a triple 1-4, double wrestle away, so maybe saved a little bit. Sandy Ambrose is the batter. Bases are still loaded. Ambrose is 1 for 3, single and a walk and 4 trips. Crone is the pitcher, and they're going to go to the bullpen. They have seen enough. Chet Nichols is going to come in. Try to get the left-hander Ambrose. Nichols comes on. So Crone faced 6 batters, got 2 outs, correct? 2/3 of an inning. Gave up 3 hits, a walk and an intentional walk. He has allowed a single run. He's responsible for everyone that's on base right now. Ambrose, the left-hander. Let's see who the Dodgers can send up there. We've already used Hoke. So we have Bob Borkowski and George Shuba, a lefty. We're going to keep a Sandy at the plate. Lefty versus lefty. Nichols is finished with his warm-up tosses. The bases are loaded. He's going from a full wind-up. 3-7 is the result, which is a walk on Sandy's card. Oh my gosh. So the reliever comes in and walks home. The second run of the inning. Another run charged in Crone. Hodge is now the batter. The bases are still loaded. 3 consecutive walks, 1 intentional. Nichols, the left-hander, kicks and deals full windup. 4-6 is the result, which is a shot to shortstop. Logan's got it. He flips it to O'Connell, and the side retires. The damage is done. There are 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. There are 3 left. The Dodgers scored 2 in the top of the 9th. Outs are recorded at 3, 4, and 4. Assists at 2, 4, and 6. So on to the bottom of the 9th we go. Logan, Matthews, Aaron coming up. We're going to go with a right-hander. In this case, it's going to be Jim Hughes. It's going to come on for the Dodgers. Interestingly enough, Hughes started this season with 20-plus innings of no runs allowed relief. Now, he did allow quite a few of the inherited runners to score. His whip was way up there. He walks quite a few guys, but he didn't get in a position where he gave up any runs. So the book is done with Meyer. Hughes comes on. We'll do the math for Meyer here. He went 8 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned. One of those was on a home run to Matthews. He had great control today, so I don't recall a walk. He did not walk anyone. He did hit Logan, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. No wild pitches. 1 double play pulled behind him. He faced 28. Delta is 24, so 4 is the delta. He had 5, 6 runners on. He had the double play, and then we had a caught stealing. So the book is good. Johnny Logan is the batter. Jim Hughes is the pitcher. The Dodgers have gone up 4-2 with a 2-run top of the 9th. The Braves are trying to get some runners on board to challenge that 2-run lead. 6-5 is the result, which is a tapper down to third base. Jackie stayed at third. Hope did not come in the game. Logan is out for third to first. Eddie Matthews is the batter. Matthews is homered in 3 trips. Hit another one right to the base of the wall. 4-8 is the result, which is a double 1 through 4. Fly ball center field the rest of the way. So as you can see, Snyder ran that one down. Makes the catch out there in right center field, moving away from the diamond. 2 up and 2 away. Hank Aaron is the batter. Hank is 0 for 3 today with a double play. Aaron swings, hits a ground ball to second base. Looks like it could be the ball game. Gilliam's got it. Now Hodges has got it, and that is the ball game. A 3 up, 3 down 9th for Hughes. The outs are recorded at first and center. An assist at 4, an assist at 5. And that, my friends, is the ball game. So the hometown Braves scored 2 runs on 5 hits, and they had no errors. They've had an errorless game. So the Dodgers take the series 2-1. Braves won the first game. The Dodgers got the last two. Dodgers in game 3 scored 4 runs on 9 hits, and yep, no errors. So 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Braves. Hughes pitches a perfect ninth for save number 3. Myers wins his 4th game of the year. The loser in this case is Bob Buhl. No, hang on. No, Buhl was out of the game. Crone is our losing pitcher. Nichols came on, faced 2, walked 1. 9 is the minute. All right, so there you have it. Game number 68, the 46th win for the replay Dodgers against a team that had won 49, now 50. They won, or no, they didn't win that game in the Braves, so we'll back up. They have 50 wins in 67 games, and the replay has 46 wins in those same 68 games, so a little bit behind the pace set by the real club, but a good season nonetheless. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night. R.I.P. to Hank Aaron.